Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, straight from the Spirit Chair every Sunday. And welcome if you are new. And thank you so much to my loyal subscribers. I love you all. I really respect your strength, your commitment to your paths. It's just been such an honor to be able to serve the collective. Amazing to be here. And if you are new to the channel, my name is Elizabeth, as I said. I'm an angelic medium. I'm a spirit medium. I'm a Spirit Extractor specialist as well, but I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. And I know with many twin flames that this journey has been very much a roller coaster ride, so I'm here to support the collective. But I also want to let people know out there that I'm not only someone who does work for twin flames, but I am a reader, a psychic medium in general, so I'm able to assist anyone and everyone who I'm guided to work with. So if you do know someone who is not on the twin flame journey, that's perfectly fine. I can bring through their angels, help guide them in the different areas of their lives where it's necessary, which is in the highest good. I can also be able to connect someone with those on the other side and get a lot of healing and closure with that as well. So I am really just so blessed to do the work that I do, to be able to be that liaison, that communication between the worlds. And you can find out more about that on the paranormalpriestess.com. If you are new to the channel, I do messages, as I said, every Sunday, but I also bring a lot of great things such as healing tools, inspiration, guidance, anything and everything that I'm really feeling is going to benefit those of you out there to become the best version of yourselves. This particular message is coming straight from Archangel Michael, and for those who are new, Archangel Michael is one of my main guides. He's in my corner. I know you can't see his purple candle. It's going down. But yeah, Michael has been with me since I was young. And I love being able to share his very strong messages. It helps so many. And so today's messages are going to be those types of strong messages. This is going to be regarding the Divine Masculine Collective. So if you do resonate with being a twin flame, if you are wanting to know what's going on with the Divine Masculine, or if you are the Divine Masculine yourself, these messages are, I would say, they're very emotional messages. They're intense messages as to what's going on right now. And you know, this might be something that you might want to like or save or share if you're guided. And as I always say with my messages, that, you know, some of this may not resonate. Maybe there isn't something that resonates with you. Maybe most of it does or all of it does, then that's fantastic too. But you know, always go by your instincts, always go by your intuition with that. And I always recommend too that if you like it or if you save it, there might be some things that you may want to go back to, something that maybe you just haven't gotten a chance to really process yet. And you know, you might want to do that, and there might be more clues, synchronicities, information for you to realize. By the way, I'm wearing my twin flame angelic message, yeah. Twin flame pendant today, twin flame jewelry. I'm already on the messages. See, like, that's how raring to go to share with you guys. But yeah, I'm wearing my twin flame necklace. Very special necklace that I actually received as a gift at the very beginning of my journey, as a matter of fact. And it has rainbow moonstone in there. A lot of the peace that's coming in, a lot of the nurturing energy, a lot of the compassion energy, that moon energy, is going to be something that is going to be playing out very strongly right now. And we'll get into that. The 1111 gateway, if you are watching this and you know, you're in real time, on the 1111 gateway is coming up tomorrow. And really exciting. It's a huge gateway. Anytime there is an 1111, it's always a gateway of consciousness, a breakthrough, things moving forward. And that's certainly what's happening now in a really huge way with the twin flame journey. And we have the full moon. That's the next day. And we're still in Mercury retrograde until November 20th. So, wow. Do we have a lot of energy going on, intensity, the emotional water energy, ascension symptoms and things. I apologize for if you hear some of my stuffiness. I just got over, well, I'm currently getting over finishing up a really bad cold. So I apologize for that. Hopefully I don't cough. I don't think I will, but hopefully not. But let's get into these messages and let me know, how you resonate with these. Leave your comments below. I love reading your comments. And if you do happen to get any synchronicities with this video, that's something on this channel that I love. I love to share my own number synchronicities or anything else that you pick up from this video that's definitely a synchronicity for you. Definitely leave it, share it. I think it's important that everyone connects in a positive way, leaves feedback, connecting and inspiring, lifting each other up. So important, especially when we're on such an intense journey like this. So tuning in to the Divine Masculine Collective and speaking with Archangel Michael, we have quite a dark period that is here for the Divine Masculines. I don't want to forget anything. I have some notes here that I took, literally wrote down things that Michael said. And the Divine Masculines are going through a period that is a shadowy period, and they really are now at that point of facing their fears. Anything that has been self-destructive, self-sabotage, any traumas, anything that they have done as far as actions or deeds from the past, anything that has truly covered up their power, any false identities, false belief systems, living the world from an ego standpoint, an ego space, really projecting out into the world something that might be false. That's what's coming up now, and they really are very emotional, and they're really doubting their own power a lot. And the thing is that the Divine Feminine Collective is now in this space of really being within empowerment, really standing strong. I think of the Queen of Wands, like that type of energy, very confident, leadership. So really putting out into the world, hey, I am a goddess and I want to make the world a better place. I'm confident in myself and I am of service. And that's because the Divine Feminine has come such a long way with clearing these things and having the triggering happen with the Divine Masculine over and over and over again, as in Divine Feminine has been in a place of chasing down the Divine Masculine, or as I joked with one of my videos, of being the claw, and that energy of just pushing and grabbing and needing and wanting to have contact, needing that contact, needing to have the masculine complete something for them, feeling like life couldn't be lived without having that physical union, feeling that physical union was the ultimate destination, and constantly thinking about it, constantly attached to it, so on and so forth. And so because the Divine Feminine has done those things and ended up with so many triggers, whether in the physical, whether on social media, however those triggers played out, it's really all that pain, which is terrible pain, as I know, but that pain has really benefited the Divine Feminine with being able to clear out those things, clearing out the attachment to the Divine Masculine, and bringing in the higher truth, the higher vibration, the realization that both of you are not separated in any way, and therefore it's to get rid of the need for communication, the need for acceptance, the need for anything from the Divine Masculine, constantly wanting the Divine Masculine to provide self-assurance or help the Divine Feminine feel more confident about herself or himself. Those types of needs, those types of attachments, those are the things that the Divine Feminine, through pain, through tears, through angers, through blocking on social media and all these different things. That's where the Divine Feminine was able to go into her space, into her cocoon, I would say. Come through the cauldron is what I would say, the transformation, and really find the empowerment there, really find the self-love, really find out those things that had prevented the self-love and prevented the self-empowerment, and the Divine Masculines were able to provide those gifts with the triggers. Well, now we're looking at it on the flip side. It's now the flip side because the Divine Feminines are standing very strong. The collective is very strong in their power. Okay, and the Divine Masculine is looking at the Divine Feminine and thinking, I can't live up to the Divine Feminine. I'm not feeling worthy of the Divine Feminine. I'm not deserving due to what I've done in the past, who I've been in the past, what I've done in the past. And those types of details, those memories, those emotions, that's what's coming up. It's surging up. Wow. And it's really heavy. It's really heavy for the masculines now to look at themselves. And, you know, the Divine Masculine feels, you know, in a lot of ways too, and the Divine Feminine was in this place also. We're getting a lot of the mirroring. So if you've seen mirroring numbers a lot, say like 31, 13 or something like that, the reverse numbers, that means the Divine Masculine is stepping into that space that the Divine Feminine did. You're mirroring each other. You're working off of each other. And that's what's happening here. So the Divine Masculine is in this place also of feeling like, oh, my life is in an upheaval because of what the Divine Feminine brought out of me. So, you know, in some cases, the Divine Masculine's kind of placing that blame on the Feminine. Oh my gosh, my life, my world was perfect the way I wanted to see it, the control that I had over it, the way I was living it, until the Divine Feminine came along and then just stirred up all the shit, we'll say. And, you know, that storm happened. And then the Divine Masculine went, oh my gosh, you know, now I got to look at these things. And, you know, it was certainly a distraction from the life that they felt like they had a handle on. And that's the thing. A lot of the Divine Masculine collective for a long time, 3D-wise, wanted to have a handle on life, wanted to have a control on life, and wanted to project out into the world all those stereotypes that the Divine Masculines have always been, you know, from a 3D space. And all of that shatters. All of that shatters when the connection is made and they come together. So, you know, don't get worried if you are picking up on anything telepathically as far as the masculine maybe feeling frustrated or placing some blame that, oh my gosh, the Divine Feminine just came in like a wrecking ball, you know, and then that's the upheaval there. There's really very intense emotional poles there. A lot of emotional energy. We're still in a very, very watery emotional energy, a lot of sexual energy, and all of those things. And the thing about the sexual pull there, and I know the masculines are feeling very strong sexual energy there. It's mirroring to the feminine. The feminine's then feeling. It's all a very messy dance, imperfect dance that actually is perfect, which is very ironic. It's, but that's the thing about the twin flame journey. It's very ironic. And so as the Divine Masculine is now in the place of chasing the feminine and pushing their energy onto the feminine and going, oh my gosh, I really want you right now. I really feel you. I need to touch you. I want to touch you. I can't control myself. I just can't. I need to come forth. It really, when the merging happens, when the sexual merging happens with a feminine, it's a perfect way of triggering things very intensely and having that purge happen. So the feminines used to be in this place, like I said, of chasing down pushing the energy. The feminine is normally that pushing energy. But now we're seeing the opposite, and the masculines are just drawn into the power and the goddess power, the goddess energy that the feminine is exuding now. It's so beautiful. It's sovereign. It's gorgeous. And the masculine's like, oh my gosh, I am just so drawn to the power of the feminine. I'm just so drawn to everything about this beautiful, sensual, strong, self-assured being, and very much inspired, but yet also very much intimidated. And so we're seeing the intimidation of that. But getting back to the sexual merging happening is assisting the divine masculine with being able to sit with things and release things from the past. Things that have happened when they were younger, childhood traumas, wounds, things with parents, things as adolescents. A lot of the adolescent lifetime, adolescent details are coming up as to the divine masculines felt lost, didn't know who they were in the world, the social standards and the projections of the 3D society has been a vital role in shaping them and what they needed to do to achieve security and status and what it is to be a man and all of that type of thing. And they really took on a lot of that. And there's been a lot of struggles with them proving themselves, a lot of, I have to prove myself in the world. And those are the things that are all being undone. All those false things, all of those beliefs, all those stories, a lot of those stories. And the sexual connecting is purging so much of that. So them being in the chasing place is actually a really, really good thing. And it just goes to show just how perfect this journey really does work, despite its roller coaster ride. It's meant to be a very messy roller coaster ride. It's meant to have those highs and lows in order to finally reach an equilibrium, a harmonious state. Many of the divine masculines, I've talked about this, they are reflecting on things. They're seeking out solitude, hibernation. Michael had said here that their worlds are becoming transparent. So this kind of goes along with what I said earlier. So for me, I take that as they're really picking up on how a lot of their world has been really fake. Their relationships have been fake. How they've been living has been fake, or they just don't resonate with it any longer. It could be either or both of those. And they're feeling like a lot of how they live their life, they're feeling like, oh my gosh, this feels wrong. If they're finishing up karmic partnerships, and I do say finishing up, there is no comparison to the divine feminine. And so whatever was going on in the relationship, it didn't feel right. It felt wrong. And, the difference is just so clear. Clarity, a lot of clarity, a lot of Archangel Michael's sword of truth, bringing clarity to the divine masculines in all ways, very, very strongly. Michael said the divine masculine seeking out solitude, realizing that their lives have been malfunctioning, realizing the malfunctions of their lives, the things that are wrong. Their physical lives are not mirroring their emotional pull towards the divine feminine. Again, a very neediness coming from the divine masculine of needing. I feel lost without the divine feminine, feeling that there's a void there. But again, the irony is to realize that you complete your own soul, and that staying attached or being needful in this connection does not attract the connection. It doesn't work at all. It repels it. So the masculines are now on that trajectory of being able to fulfill themselves. And that's a really good thing. That's a really huge step there. And it's the step towards alignment, for sure. Archangel Michael said, the mightiness of the divine masculine approaches. Yes, it is their time to finally realize their power, to realize they're just as powerful, as equals to the divine feminine, and that they don't need to be intimidated by the divine feminine's power. They don't have to feel like they're not worthy of the connection. They don't have to feel like they just can't do the connection and they're not ready for the connection. Being in that space, though, is going to help them ultimately to get where they need to be for themselves, into their empowerment. And that's going to just draw everything together. The distance is going to be necessary. Michael says the distance shall be necessary while the 3D world is being addressed. So non-communication in the physical is really something that's in the highest good right here. So Divine Feminine, if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling all this heaviness, my Divine Masculine's really upset, frustrated, angry, sad, feeling guilty, rejecting themselves, all of that, it's not going to be in the highest good to reach out physically, especially when the Divine Masculine's vibe is so low. The best thing to do here in this case is just to allow everything and really work with the compassion energy that's coming through, the nurturing energy. Think of the moonstone. Think of the moon goddess. Think of the motherly energy here. And the 1111 gateway is bringing in a lot of the nurturing energy and the compassion energy. This is for the Divine Feminine as a way to really support the masculine through their process, through the dark night, through this shadowy period. It's also for the Divine Masculines to reflect on how nurturing has not maybe been within their lives when they were younger. Perhaps their mother was not a nurturing mother. Perhaps there's nurturing just was lacking in their lives as they grew up. That motherly type of energy, that motherly, motherly connection there. And that's going to be something that's going to be reflected upon. That's going to be something that's going to be healing too, is feeling as though you have not been nurtured, feeling like you didn't have that compassion, that feminine compassion, that nurturing energy. That feminine energy is healing for the Divine Masculine. So that's coming in to have them realize that they have the ability to nurture themselves more, to be more compassionate with themselves regarding the things that they've done that they're not proud of, regarding those aspects of themselves in which they thought were damaged, shadowy, destructive, whatever it is. It could be addictions, it could be habits, anything toxic. But this is for the Divine Masculines to realize that it's not the feminine that's going to be saving the Divine Masculine. And here's the realization here. And this realization is going to come from the extreme pull towards the feminine and the purging there. They're going to realize that they can give these things to themselves. They're able to. They don't have to look for it outside of themselves. And this is where the stepping in alignment will be coming in. They will be, Michael said, entrenched in pain for a while, and hibernation mode is something that's happening, but it's going to be necessary for them to transform. So I know, Divine Feminine, this is going to be hard for you to feel because, so many of you, especially the ones who are very empathic, you're going to be feeling these really heavy emotions off your masculines. Try your best to not get caught up in their storm and to not allow them to lower your vibration, but to be that motherly energy, be that compassion energy, be that nurturer. Have your masculine just, lay them up to your chest and just be like, it's okay. I support you. I love you. And I don't judge you for the things that you've done, you've said that you've done. I'm only here to love you and to support the betterment of you, for you becoming the best version of yourself. And that's going to go a very, very long way. Okay, so Divine Feminine, keep standing in your alignment, in your power. That's basically what I'm receiving right now. That's what I got from Archangel Michael. And I just feel like, the masculines are in this dark hole right now, and they're trying to figure everything out about themselves. They want to be worthy. They want to be powerful. They want to be wise. They want to have all those things, all those qualities that they're drawn to. When they're drawn to their divine feminine, they're drawn to those qualities. They're drawn to that light. And a lot of them are trying to understand their light. They're trying to find their light. A lot of them are feeling like, oh, well, I don't really have a light. I've always been dark, or I've always really, been the whatever it is, been the bad guy, or bad boy, or that's just who I am. That's who I thought they were. Whatever the case may be, that light is now being found. That light is growing within. That light is being consistently revealed now. And that 1111 gateway is going to consistently reveal the truth, reveal the light. Have awareness come through, clarity come through for this journey. And, a lot of this is going to be very shocking for the divine masculines. Shaking up their worlds. They're going to be making changes in the outer world. You may not be seeing it yet. Many of you are not seeing it in the physical yet. That does not mean that it's not taking place. So much of it is happening behind closed doors, where they feel they can't be judged by the outside world for not being a strong, capable man, or female, depending on who's who. And they're doing a lot of just sitting with things and sifting through the things and releasing what no longer serves them, and healing and sending love to those dark aspects of themselves that they felt unloved, felt like those aspects were not lovable. And the thing is here is that they can't go back, and this is something that's really important for you to understand. I'll end with this, is that the divine masculines cannot turn around and go in the opposite direction and not do the work. They are doing the work, and now they're doing the work at a deeper level, a deeper clean out level. And there is no turning back, getting off the journey, turning away. All of these things are becoming very transparent, as Michael mentioned. And to turn away from the journey, to try to turn away, would absolutely cause so much pain for them. It would be unbearable. And if that's what they need right now, if they're trying to do that, then that's just their particular journey. That's what they need. The old relationships, the karmic third parties, karmic partnerships, all that type of thing, feminine. Don't even bother to give it a second thought, honestly. Don't even give it a second. Don't even give it any of your energy. There is no point. At this point, there is no point. It truly is not going to last. Them going through this, everything is going to be crystal clear for them, and they are just going to be feeling like they're living a lie with this other person. They're going to feel the superficiality of it. The relationship's going to feel fake. They're going to feel like they can't really be their true deep self with this other partner. They can't really have those deep conversations and share their deep emotions with this other partner, and it's going to feel awful. So no worries there. Those partnerships have already ended, or they're in the middle of ending, or will end pretty quickly. So this is a time to really just stay with the journey. Feminines, you're doing fantastic. Support your masculine with love, with that goddess energy, and really stay very open to miracles and stay very present with the connection, not looking at the destination of union with a physical union, I mean, but really just being very present with everything you're experiencing and realizing that this connection is always there. And That's the truth of it. That's the beauty of it. That's the marriage of it. That's marriage. So please, if any of you have masculines who are still currently in a marriage or somehow in an engagement or anything like that, the true marriage is what's going on here. This is the marriage. So those things are just the 3D illusions, the symbolism of the ring and all of that type of thing, the symbolism of marriage and the certificate of it and all of that. Marriages end all the time. They end all the time, and the thing is that we're bringing in unconditional love, and that unconditional love is growing with this connection by leaps and bounds now. So again, my advice is to not put any type of worry or doubt energy, any fear energy towards anything right now feminine, and just really trust in your goddess intuition and your heart space, the information you're getting there, and continue to be the light. So I really hope that this helped assist, helped clarify things. I am here for sessions. When I say sessions, I mean we're going to be doing medium work, direct communication with your angelics, with your guides. No cards, no tarot, no oracle, none of that. And we're going to get through details that are related to only your journey and anything that's going to help you to heal, to transform, and to have this journey work better. We get so much done in these sessions, and anything that I can give as far as tools to work with in your own space. I like to give prayers a lot, music, that type of thing. I work off my intuition, and I'm there for that too. So you can visit me on the paranormalpriestess.com. You can inquire about having a reading with me on there. It's all through my email. I will check in with my team and see if it's guided, and if it is, then you can go ahead and purchase that reading, and we can set it up by email. And I would love to do that. I could do the reading by phone, by FaceTime, or Skype. For those of you who are international, I use Skype. So I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope that it clarified things for you, confirmed, validated. I'm wishing you all so much strength, so much beautiful light, beautiful energy, as you move forward with this connection and move forward on this journey. And brightest blessings to all of you. I love you all. And remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all next Sunday. Bye-bye.